back out fishing, back at Norton Disney, here for 48 hours, back on Turner's Lake, fish milling about all over the top. It's 30 odd degrees, absolutely scorching. That's why I've got my twat hat on. But yeah, Jesus, what a lovely day. Summer has finally arrived. Wall to wall sunshine. It's going to be like this for the next 48 hours, so hopefully something can happen so I can catch something. There's fish everywhere, so I'll show you where I've got my rods. Middle rod and right rod. I cast at 11:10 to, you see that buoy in the distance there, cast to that. There's a gap between those trees, and I've put the left hand rod bang on the buoy, right hand rod to the gap at say 11:10. Just I wrapped it up to 13, brought it back, and at 11:10 it was there was some knocking, there's some gravel or there's something, so I clipped up to that, right, put it around the distance, the sticks, and yeah, that's 11:10. So put 15 spods of the ounce pellet over it and a couple of spods of boilie, so hopefully something pays off on my baited spot. But there's fish mooching about all down the margins again, pretty much like last time. There's fish absolutely everywhere, and I'm hoping they'll come out of the weed into the deeper water later on and have a feed. But because they're milling about on top, the left hand rod, actually, where are you? There you are. Left hand rod is cast over to them bivvies over there in the double peg. About 6 wraps on an adjustable zig. I've got that about 4 foot of hook link material, bit of black foam, and yeah, that's fishing about 6 inches to a foot off the surface, because there's that much milling about. Thought it's got to be worth a shot. And last time, after me forgetting my zig gear, when I was in, where was I think it was that swim there. After I was in that swim and there was fish all over the top of the water, and I was adamant that I'd caught on zig, so I've got no excuses now. I've got the zig gear, I've got it on. Same scenario as last time, with a lot of fish milling about, and hopefully something can happen. But I'm covering all bases. A baited spot, a big dinner plate, 2 rods, fishing tight on it, and the other one I'm just going to rove it about, different colours of foam and whatnot, and see what happens. So come on, Mr. Carp, play ball. Treat myself to one of the Angling Direct wolf spods. To be honest, I am pretty impressed, to be fair. It's early doors, first time out with it. Normal spods, the fox one, the dot spod, you get no end of issues with them where they don't open. And this thing only spotted 15 spods, so it's way too early to commit and say it's an awesome piece of kit, but it opened every time. It's got magnets all the way along the inside, and you can put your payload in like that. And yeah, to be honest, it casted well, and every time it hit that water, it opened up without fail and dropped the bait. So yeah, so far, I think it was 16 quid, but so far that seems to be working really, really well. So yeah, really pleased with that, but I'll have to give it another 6 months before I can do an honest review on it. But so far, it's looking really promising. The lake bed's a bit better this side. It's a bit deeper on this bank. I'm on peg 14, but opposite, I don't know if you've seen me last vlog, but the weed in front of you on the pegs, sort of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, up to 5, it's really thick in front of you. There's loads of weed. It really is bad, but here it is a lot more sparse. I mean, look, that's the bottom. There is the odd strand, don't get me wrong, but it's a lot easier to present a bait a bit closer in. in the margin. But yeah, it's a lot better this side. There's some of that floating candy floss stuff, but that's just tight into the margin, and that's no problem at all. But yeah, I don't know if you can make that out clearly enough. But yeah, there's just the odd strand. Look at that, going out deeper. It feels really good this side. Super confident, but I've been confident the last 2 trips and in a big fat blank, but this time I'm feeling it. I really am. It's gonna happen. My baited spot out there, rods went out perfect, all the spoms went out perfect, nice tight dinner plate, spotted accurate. It's gonna happen. Definitely gonna happen this trip, that's for sure. Lovely day, lovely lake. Actually here with my pal Benno as well. He's putting an appearance. He's in that peg there. Let's see if we can zoom in. Just catch the corner of his bivvy there, look, and his rods. So nice and close. We can have a nice little social. But yeah, happy days. Just need the carp to play ball. How mega does it look? It really is a nice complex. I do love the place. It's really, I love Old Mill as well, don't get me wrong, that's an awesome venue. But this is just something a little bit different. Loads of lakes to choose from. Walk around, find fish, see where fish are boshing out, see what lake's fishing well, and then make your choice. I think the biggest in here is like £40 as well, so not small by any means. And it's not mega busy either, so it's looking good. Come on, Mr. Carp. Just show you around. This is my swim 14 on Turners. That's the shallower end of the lake. 15, 16, pegs 15, 16 on the left there. Looks absolutely lovely today. Scorching sunshine. It's beautiful. That's the track up to the car park. Massive long walk. And this lake behind me is Hodget's Lake. It's got 1,000 fish in like 10 acres. A lot of smaller ones. Good for a bit of action. Yeah, that looks really nice as well. Few spare swims this side. Looks like there's 3 people on that lake, so yeah, mega quiet. You can take that track all the way around the back of the lake. That leads around the back of that part of the lake there to them 2 white vans in the distance. So there's another car park there. To be honest, that's a little bit further than the car park I've just shown you other side. But yeah, lovely little track down to your swim. Rods are all out on the dance floor. Hopefully something happens soon, but look at that, that is flat calm. Absolute lovely. Past 9 at night, right hand rod, couple of beaks, bobbin pulled up tight, hit into it, rod bent over, and then come off, bumped it. So yeah, lost one, but hey ho, it is what it is. It's looking promising, so at least I've had some action. I know there's fish out there, I know there's fish feeding on the baited area, so I'll keep soldiering on, keep at it. not going to do any more filming tonight unless I actually catch something. So fingers crossed, I'll be back soon doing some filming of a gorgeous carp. If not, catch you in the morning, guys. 10 to 10 at night, just doing myself a late night snack, 3 slices of bacon and an egg, and my right hand rod goes screaming off, and I mean run out, well, turn the gas off quick, shot out, hit into it, kited underneath my middle rod, just playing it, just lifting that rod over the top of the right rod and come off. Joys of barbless hooks, that's for sure. I do seem to lose a few fish on this Norton Disney. I know the young fish, so they've probably got soft mouths, giving it all the excuses now, but it's all it can be really, because I'm not the only one. I've spoke to other people, and a lad had been on that peg next to me for 2 days. He'd had 3 runs and bumped all 3, so yeah, it definitely happens, but shows the fish are out there feeding on that baited area. So I put 3 spods of pellet out, 1 spot of boilie. So that's sort of my plan going forward throughout this trip, that every time I caught a fish, or if I was lucky enough to catch a fish, I was going to put 4 spods over it. Well, I've had 2 occurrences now, proper run on the second one, and I mean a proper screamer. So I thought I've got to put a bit more bait out there, because the fish are clearly been on the area. So yeah, it's looking promising. I thought it'd happen when it cooled down, all them fish showing in the shallows over there in the weed. As soon as it's got dark, they've come down the other end, and hopefully I can actually turn one of these runs into a fish on the bank. So keep soldiering on, keep at it. Catch you later, guys. 8 o'clock in the morning, no fish through the night, few liners, but yeah, just no action. What a lovely morning. Sun's rising over there. Looks absolutely mint. Yeah, 2 lads in the far corner, I've seen them playing fish this morning. Right over there in the double peg, them 2 were caught. But yeah, no more fish for me. They're just a few savage liners, so there's fish about. So every chance. I'm going to give it till about 2 o'clock, and then I'm going to get the spod rod out, put 15 spods of pellet out over me spot, and then probably redo the rods about 4 o'clock tea time, ready for that action. All the action seemed to come last night at just as it was starting to get dark, so 8, 9, 10 o'clock, all around there. So yeah, I think that's probably that's my best chance of a fish, because I think it's going to be that hot through the day like it was yesterday. The fish weren't interested in feeding, and as soon as it cooled down, as soon as the sun went in, the fish got on the feed. So hopefully can make something happen today. Nice proper breakfast this morning. 3 slices of bacon, egg. Sat staring out over a gorgeous morning. Cracking looking lake. Just finished this wicked day off with a nice carp. There's fish cruising all over the middle. You can probably just pick that up. All around the middle, all over. Unlike yesterday, they were mainly in the margins. And today, now the wind swung round that way, they're all over. I just think it's too hot for them to be on the bottom feeding. I think they'll just be sunning themselves, and it will be a bit like, it'll follow the same pattern as yesterday. Once it gets dark, I think it was about 8:30 at the first take and about 9:45 the second. I think it'll be pretty much the same tonight, really. They're just sunning themselves, cruising about on top. I'm gonna chill out for a bit, hide out the sun for a bit, because I'm melting. That's the house pellet I bought and I've been putting in. Nice size. It's 5 kilo for £10. So that bucket was about full, and yeah, I've spotted, must be about 4 kg of that in. I'm gonna put another 6-7 spods out, and then if I get any action, I'll put 4 spods over the top of it. But yeah, pellets nice and cheap. The fish seem to like it, so I highly recommend buying some of the house pellet. Spot a 15 spoms out and fish at least 2 rods over it, fairly tight. Yellow pop-ups, yellow wafters seems to be the one in this lake. When I was on Hodgett's Lake, they seem to prefer a pink, so yeah, I suppose everything's different on its day, so that's not set in stone, but yellows certainly seem to be the one that's producing the goods here on Turner's. So I'm going to get some more spot out now. It's 4 o'clock tea time. I'm going to redo the rods at about 5 o'clock, redo all 3, ready for that bite time at sort of 8 o'clock, getting into dark, 8, 9, 10, and this is the last roll of the dice. Can't really do much more, but I do think it's going to pay off. It's been absolutely scorching again today. Nobody's been catching, so I'm not doing anything wrong. It's just fishing pretty tough. But as soon as it gets dark, as soon as the sun goes in, the fish seem to be switching on a bit. So I'm going to get the dinner table ready for them, and hopefully they'll pay me a visit later. Right, this is it, tea time. It's finally getting cooler. Last roll of the dice. 20 spods, just short of 12 wraps, 3 rods on the spot, straight to that buoy across there, and hopefully same thing happens as last night, but instead of losing 2, I actually get them on the bank, all organised, ready to go, just waiting for the rods to go tearing off. Wind's pushing the same way, it's got the same feel as yesterday, so hopefully this will be the one. Well, it's 9:30 at night, it's got loads cooler. This is the coolest it's been for the 2 days I've been fishing, unlike yesterday. Not getting any liners, we're not seeing any fish. It's bizarre, it's mega quiet. Don't know where the carp are gone, but you never know, just the bite could just come out of the blue. But yeah, mental. As far as I'm aware, nobody's caught anything today. It's gone really quiet and the fish have just disappeared. So bizarre, totally bizarre. But while the rods are out there, anything can happen. I'm going to wrap it up. I'm not going to do any more filming tonight unless I actually do get something, because I'm getting my bag early, try and get some kip. It's been a long old hot day and I'm pretty knackered, so hopefully I'll be awoken from my slumber and catch a lovely carp. So here's hoping. Catch you in the morning if not, guys. Middle rod off the baited area with an absolute banging, gorgeous looking Norton Disney 15.5 pound, lovely looking carp, fought like crazy, went absolutely mental, just darting up and down in the margin. You can see everything in the clear water. Awesome fight, well happy. Great way to start the day at 10 to 5 in the morning. Thank you, darling. Quick look at the other side. Look at that, that's wicked. Fought awesome, mate. Check that out. Happy days. Get it back, see if I can get another one. Didn't get a knock all night. Couple of liners, 10 minutes before on the other rod, and then bloody, it went at 300 mile an hour shot that way. Right. Check the fins. Oh god. I was just going to check that. Thank you so much, my darling. Worked very hard for that one. Buzzing. Celebratory coffee's on. 20 past 5 in the morning. Got that middle rod back on the baited spot. Second cast, right on the money, right down the channel. Right, oh, perfect second go. So yeah, finding that spot towards that boy over there at 11-10 wraps has certainly paid off. There's a gravel spot, dragged the lead back from 13 wraps, got to 11-10, knock, clipped her up to that, put 2 rods on it. Last night in desperation, put 3 rods in it, last chance loom, over the baited area. It's probably about 20 spods putting over it yesterday. House pellet, a few boilers as well, but yeah, not many. But wow, another yellow pop-up strikes again. They certainly love a yellow one in here, that's for sure. But oh, I'm made up. I'm absolutely buzzing. If it's out like last night when I got the 2 takes, I had 1 take, and about an hour later, after getting the rod back out, I had another take. So there's every chance that something else could happen this morning. The lads in the far corner there, I'm pretty sure I heard their alarms go off and they've been playing a fish. So yeah, finally after all this heat, the fish might have woken up. So yeah, buzzing, absolutely buzzing. What a way to start the day. A liner on the right hand rod. That was about 4:30ish, something like that. And then middle one bleep, and then she just melted. But luckily it bolted away from me, so the dinner table, I managed to not interfere with any of them lines. Just run to the far bank, kited round to the right, played it out down here, all in open water. And then when it was in front of me, I must have tried to net it about 5 times, because it's just up, down, got it on top, gliding to the net, and then it see my ugly face and thought, sod that, I'm not going near him, and it dived and off it went again. What a battle. They fight absolutely awesome in here. Truly put up an epic battle, they all do. What a gorgeous creature as well, stunning fish. But as you can tell, I'm waffling and I'm buzzing, but yeah, effort equals reward, and it certainly has paid off handsomely. Happy days. Look at that for an epic setting. What a lovely morning. Still buzzing. Absolutely made up. All that hard work has paid off. And there's there's 5 hours left. There's every opportunity of another one. I can see fish along the far bank. So, not a million miles away from my baited area. It could easily happen again. Just being greedy now. But aren't we all? Fish for one. Anything beyond that's a bonus. But made up. Absolutely made up. I certainly love the Norton Disney complex. It's certainly being kind to me. All the fish look epic. The water's so clear, it just makes them look awesome. And I think the sheer amount of bait that's going in, the house pellet and whatnot, these fish, this is going to be one hell of a fishery with some massive fishing in. You give it 4 or 5 years, it's going to be off the scale, this place. But yeah, what a morning. Got to admit, this spot, I am mega impressed with this. It's the Angling Direct X spot, the Wolf spot. Not sure how many times I've used it this trip. It's, say I've put 50 spots out, it's opened every single time, and I truly, hand on heart, cannot say that any other spot I've used has been that as consistent as that. That is, yeah, really is a good bit of kit. So far, so good. See if it withstands the test of time. But yeah, 16 quid, Angling Direct. So far, proper impressed. Little magnets inside. Clip it together like so. Open a section up like that. It's just, yeah, perfect. Do it in 2 halves like so. But yeah, mega impressed. Simple things in life, eh? Still loads of fish milling about all over the surface. It seems to be what they're doing in this 30-degree heat. Just cruising about and then feeding last light early morning when it cools down. But I did try zigs. I thought that would be the one, but yeah, it didn't happen with the zigs. But I certainly try them again if they're milling about on top. They just didn't really seem in the mood for feeding. But another beautiful morning. Got a couple of hours left. Just slowly doing a nice steady pack up. But while them rods are there on the dance floor, there's every chance of one more. Right, it's the last hour. Not going to do any more filming unless I actually get somewhere. Got the house down. That's all packed away. But it's looking lovely. It's been a mega enjoyable trip. I truly have loved it. It's been great. I feel I've worked hard for that fish I did catch. I mean, I lost 2 and then third time lucky, as they say. So yeah, another great session at Norton Disney. I'll certainly be back again in a few weeks, that's for sure. But I'd like to say thanks to everybody who hit the subscribe button. You're all legends. It's truly massively appreciated, and it's everybody who subscribes to the channel. Thank you very much. You all awesome. It is greatly appreciated, and it does make me day every time somebody hits that subscribe button. It's growing nicely, and thanks for all the support, guys. So yeah, thank you very much. I'm gonna drop a subscribe button there. If you could subscribe to the channel, drop some likes, drop some comments, it'd be greatly appreciated. Happy days. Thanks guys, see you on the next one.